All right, it's been a hot minute since I filmed a tutorial, but this is a little bit of choreography, which is something quite rare for me. I've revisited something that I've done previously and added to it. That's something I really enjoy doing. We don't need to start from scratch every single time. We can take a fairly simple idea and just keep expanding on it. This year we have International Dance Day, which is happening on the 29th of April. So I'd love it if you would join me in part of this. I've chosen the song Don't Panic by French hip hop artists La Fine Equipe because I think a lot of us can really panic about dancing in public. So this is just a gentle reminder to yourself that you don't need to panic, that you can move in a way that just makes you feel good. And that's really all that dance is about. So we at the Skate Sanctuary are here just to perform for ourselves, right? And I'm going to encourage you to move your body to the furthest of all your extremes. So once you've done your warm-up, and if you need a warm-up video or ideas of how to do that, I like to do lots of isolations down your body because it gives you that development of control over each separate part. If you have worked with me before, or you have an idea of how we use drills, you'll probably recognize a lot of those featuring in this choreography, and that will make it seem much easier. So we're going to start with some floaty motif. What I want to see in this piece is the contrast between the floating on your roller skates and a sharper movement, which is usually easier to do with your upper body and your arms. Okay, so just enjoy all the waggling that you can possibly enjoy. I'm going to start with a cross, out, and then I'm going to turn, and cross, out, turn. And you could repeat that. There is time to do that twice. Cross, out, notice the bounce, turn, and cross, out, turn. So in that turn, I'm pushing my hip back. I'm turning my same shoulder back as well to get that angle. So my weight is slightly more on the back foot, and that actually pulls the front leg into that crossed position. Okay, I definitely encourage you to use your arms a lot more. If you're not familiar with a strut, then remember you're crossing with your foot at an angle so that your knees are going to bend going away from each other. We do not want straight feet. That leads to stacked knees. Okay, so we've got that little motif at the beginning. Then wherever you end up with your floating, you're just going to come back and face your front. And we've got, like in this song, you'll hear noises, beats, little squirrely things that I'm going to try and pick up and highlight. So at the beginning, we've got right? That's a recurring little motif. So every time we hear that, we're going to mark it with our hands, doing very sharp chopping movements. Chop. Okay, whether you've got wrist pads on or not, you can do this. So we're going to start with our left, and our left goes mid, left, mid, and I want you to imagine you're kind of chopping energy and pushing the energy. Mid, left, mid, and then we go right goes mid, right, mid, and as you're coming back, you're pushing the left out, so it goes chop, 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 push, push, and then we're going to do a big scoop or a sweep with our arms, and that's going to turn our shoulders to the right. Now, if you can do like a little pop with your arms, I want you to end that movement sharply at shoulder height. So it will go chop, 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 push, push, and scoop. And as we get to here, the hips are then going to turn separately, and we're going to do a little walk. First time round, we're going step and cross and step. Then there's a shoulder, 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 boom, boom, don't panic. The arms, if I've not told you what to do with the arms are fairly free, loose, just moving however you choose, okay? Just for balance, for flow, it's fine. But the arms are very much controlling your shoulders, which is going to help the whole kind of flow of the piece. So the second time, we've gone push. We've got 2 don't panics, and we're going to mark them in different ways. So we're going step and cross and step, and we're going to go don't panic. Boom, boom. So it's going to be start with our hands across, right at the top, left at the bottom. So we're going to open and swap. Yeah? So it'll be boom, boom. So boom, boom. Okay? It's still quite quick though. Boom, boom. So your challenge is to make it as big as you can while still walking. And then we've got the same don't panic as before. I've not changed that, just kept it in. Boom, 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 to the other side. Boom. Okay. So then we've got, can I hear a woo woo? So we're going grab, square to the front. Can I hear a woo woo? Right? So grab, pull, grab, pull. I don't mind how you pull. Grab, pull into your hips, into your shoulders. I quite sometimes like to cross. It might be different every time. That's okay. This is a fairly kind of free piece. Grab, pull, then throw it away. Push, push, and then we're going to drag down to the floor. There's quite a lot of throwing in this, I think. So grab, pull, throw, throw, down. And on the down, we're going to hit our tapping combo. So we're going to go tap, and we're just going to kind of flick our feet every time. So it'll be a tap and a tap to the back, to the back, to the right, to the left, to the cross and the cross. No back cross. There's 8 counts and it's a 10. Then we're going to do pulls, and we're going to pull, but we're pulling our body up and bending our knee at the same time. So we're doing a really small step, same pattern, but just with a step and a pull. So it'll be a pull and a pull to the back, to the back, to the side, to the side, to the cross, to the cross. Right, as you can see, this is more of not really a proper step in the cross position, but I'm still just doing the pulling arms to the cross and the cross, because really for a step, I should be transferring my weight forward, but it just feels a bit easier. It feels a bit too clunky to transfer my weight forwards and bring it back again. So instead I'm choosing to keep my weight on the back foot, and I'm just putting my wheels down instead of when it was a tap, when I was just putting my toe down. It's like a very tiny difference, but the arms, instead of flinging, they're pulling. Yeah? Okay, so we've got some C steps now, and we're going to use our arm to scoop around, scoop, and you're going to be scooping like some kind of jelly is the texture. So we're going scoop, present, right? You're going to lift it. And so that we've got that contrast again from the down, scoop, up. So we've only got 2 of those. Scoop, up, right and a left and a right, out. Now, depending on the space that we've got, we could be doing both of those, one going backwards and then one going back to the front. So it would look like this: scoop and a scoop and a right and a left and a right and a scoop and a scoop and a right and a left and a right. This is meant to be, like I say, quite a free and flowing piece. Then we've got a downtown. So we've got 2 downtowns. We're going to go to the right first. So it's a and 1 and 2 and 3 and left. 1, 2, 3 and turn. We'll turn a quarter to face the left. We're going to do a little skip step. So we're going left, down, right, down, left, down, right, down. Then we're rocking back. Rock, behind, and stop. Okay, so let's do that part again. Downtown, and 1, and 2, and downtown, left, and 1, and 2, and turn to the left, skip step, right, left, right, rock, 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 and stop. We repeat the downtown, but to the left this time, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Turn right. So right, down, right, down, left, down, and rock, 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 and stop. Okay, that is all of the choreography. Well done. So we're going to have a go. We're just going to do it all the way through. Okay. Cross, cross, 1, 2, 3, cross, cross, 1, 2, 3. As I say, you can go any way you like. 3, just make sure you're facing the front. Chop, scoot, squilly shoulders, chop, ready to chop.
If you gon' bust, don't panic.
Ready to grab and pull. Throw. Pull in, back, to the side.
Don't panic.
Yay.
Don't panic.
Turn to the left, left, right, left, and rock, 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 to the left. Yeah. Turn to the right, rock. Step, step, step.
If you gon' bust.
Okay, we're repeating. All right, thank you so much for joining me today.